subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello. In this video, we are about to discuss Sonnet 3 and 4 by William Shakespeare. First of all, let's have a brief introduction to the sonnets of William Shakespeare. Shakespeare's first collection of 154 sonnets were first published in 1609 by Thomas Thorpe. The majority of his sonnets are typically written in iambic pentameter and follow the rhyme scheme of ABAB CDCD EFEF GG. Shakespearean sonnets consist of 3 quatrains and a rhymed couplet. Procreation is a common theme in Shakespeare's sonnets from 1 to 17 and are often referred to as Procreation Sonnets. These sonnets focus on a beautiful young man having children to pass on his lovely genus to a new generation. Time, immortality, procreation, and selfishness are the major themes of these sonnets. In these sonnets, Shakespeare suggests that if the fair youth does not have children, it would be selfish, as it would deprive the world of its beauty. Instead of hoarding his loveliness, the young man should share it with future generations. Let us now look at Sonnet 3. Look in thy glass and tell the face thou vivest, now is the time that face should form another, whose fresh rapier, if now thou not renevest, thou dost beguile the world, unblessed mother. The word glass means mirror. Face thou vivest means the face you are looking at in the mirror. Fresh rapier means renewal or rejuvenation. Beguile means deceive or cheat. Unbless some mother means denying someone the blessing of becoming a mother. In the first quatrain, the speaker encouraged the addressee to have a child. He tells him to look in the mirror and tell the face that he sees in it that it is the time for his face to give rise to a new one. The speaker means to say that he should beget a child. If he doesn't revitalize his appearance now, he deceives the world and robs some mother of her blessings. For where is she so fair whose uneared worm disdains the tillage of thy husbandry? Or who is he so fond will be the tomb of his self-love to stop posterity? Uneared worm means a worm that hasn't produced any child yet. Disdain means to refuse to do something. Tillage of thy husbandry means the fertility brought about by your efforts. Fond means foolish. Be the tomb means choose to remain childless. Stop posterity means prevent future. In the second quatrain, the speaker tells his addressee that he cannot find a woman so beautiful who refused to bear children through his efforts, and there is no man so foolish that he would choose to be his own grave and would stop himself having future generations. Thou art thy mother's glass, and she in thee calls back the lovely April of her prime, so thou through windows of thine age shalt see, despite of wrinkles, this thy golden time. Thy mother's glass means your mother's reflection. Lovely April of her prime means the youthful and beautiful period of her life. Windows of thine age means metaphorical windows through which you view your own aging process. Golden time means most beautiful period of your life. In the third quatrain, the speaker tells the addressee that he is a reflection of his mother, and in him she relives the beautiful days of her youth. The speaker tells him that as he grows older, he will still see the essence of his prime years through the windows of time, even though wrinkles may appear on his face. But if thou live, remember not to be, die single, and thine image dies with thee. Remember not to be means leave no legacy behind. Die single means die without giving birth to a child. Image dies with thee means your memory will also disappear when you die. In the closing couplet of the sonnet, the speaker warns the addressee that if he failed to leave a lasting memory behind him when he passes away, he will die alone and his legacy will fade away with him. Let us now look at Sonnet 4. Unthrifty loveliness, why dost thou spend upon thyself thy beauty's legacy? Nature's bequest gives nothing but doth lend, and being frank, she lends to those who are free. Unthrifty loveliness means wasteful beauty. Beauty's legacy means the gift of beauty. Nature's bequest means the inheritance provided by nature. Frank here means generous. In the opening quatrain, the speaker rhetorically asks his addressee that why does he waste his beauty's inheritance on himself without thinking about the future. He tells him that nature's gift doesn't provide, but it lends, and when given freely, it lends to those who are generous. These lines emphasize the idea that wasting one's beauty without considering the future is similar to wasting an inheritance. Nature's gifts, including beauty, hold more value when used openly and given freely to others. Then beauteous niggard, why dost thou abuse the bounteous largesse given thee to give? Profitless usurer, why dost thou use so great a sum of sums, yet canst not live? Beauteous niggard means beautiful miser. Bounteous largesse means generous gift. Profitless usurer means an ineffective money lender. Sum of sums means great wealth. In the second quatrain, the speaker calls the addressee beautiful miser and asks him why does he misuse the generous gift given to him to share. He calls him a profitless usurer who has amassed a large fortune but still struggle to thrive. The poet actually criticizes the person who, despite possessing beauty, hoards it selfishly and doesn't use it to benefit himself or others. The comparison to a miser and a moneylender highlights the irony of having a valuable asset yet failing to make the most of it for personal or generational well-being. For having trafficked with thyself alone, though of thyself thy sweet self dost deceive, then how, when nature calls thee to be gone, what acceptable object canst thou leave? The word traffic, its meaning can be interpreted as dealing. Acceptable object means a satisfactory account. In the third quatrain, the speaker tells the addressee that he only indulges in himself and do not share his beauty. He deceives his own sweet self. So when nature eventually summons him away, he cannot leave behind satisfactory account of his life. These lines emphasize the idea that by selfishly keeping your beauty to yourself and not passing it on through procreation, you deceive yourself. When you are called by nature to depart from this world, you won't have a meaningful legacy or a worthwhile account of your life to leave behind. Thy unused beauty must be tombed with thee, which used lives the executor to be. Unused beauty means beauty not shared. The word executor here refers to the person who controls one's will and estate after one dies. In the couplet, the speaker tells his addressee that his beauty, if left unused, will be buried with him and it will go in vain. But if he uses it, it will live on through his descendants. It underscores the idea that beauty, when not utilized for procreation and shared with future generations, is lost forever. But when it is used to have children, it lives on through them as a carrier of your legacy.